press brake is here, baby. Yes, sir. Gonna do some bending.
All right, we're in the last bay down here, Shawnee K Industries in Niagara Falls, New York, wrapping up a press brake install. And about a month ago, or maybe 2 months ago now, we did a laser install here, and Chris, the guy that bought my first laser, has been helping me some. So he came up and did the laser install and got Sean up and running. And then the brake was not ready and available yet. And so when I got it hot shotted up here, and then I flew up here to give some training on the brake, get it running, and maybe a little tune up on the laser here and there. So we're gonna get started, cut some 1/2-inch plate for a job he's got for a customer, and then we'll jump into the press brake and show you the action on this monster 143 US ton, 8-foot wide, 4-axis press brake. Oh, sweet, man. So Sean's had his laser for a couple of months, and he's really coming along. I can tell he's picked up well on it just by watching him use the machine. And a lot of guys don't realize there's a pretty good learning curve. You can't just expect miracles. You gotta have the mindset of, it's a learning process. So here we are, just cutting some blanks out so we can dial in the press brake, and just some scrap he had. I think it's 18 gauge cold rolled, and doing a little bit of a co-edge right there on those, so we maximize the utilization of the material. Yeah, so we're just creating a new product, and we're having some fun.
What was it?
1048. We're testing with some 18 gauge steel. You can just top over the number when it comes up.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, it will just
Accept. Dimensions.
Accept, yep. So if you touch on the number, there you go. You can change the length of it.
Whoops. Wrong way. What did I do?
Well, just showing Sean some of the functions here, and this is the 2D on-screen programming. And I've shown this in a few other videos in great detail, but maybe it's a little bit cumbersome to watch somebody new navigate through it. But you can see it's pretty easy to draw apart and set your angles, set your dimensions. And then once you get that drawn, you can flip over and start doing the bend simulation to see, if you have any collisions or anything like that. And then, as you work your way through the progress, it will convert what you've drawn there into language that the press brake can use to actually make the bends and, and all that. Actually, let's go here. If you draw it just like this with 1, 2, and 1, you're going to end up with a part that's going to be a little bit short. So you got a couple of choices. You can redraw it just like I showed you there, and add in the difference to compensate for the radius, 1.095 there, or you can just use your original drawing, and when you get to the program and the 2 steps, you can just add that difference, the 0.095 to each flange, to get your bend to be accurate. Yeah, so we've cut some coupons. You saw the laser cutting there, and we got one right here and one there, and we're checking angles left and right to make sure we got it dialed in. We're just brand new machine, commissioning it, and we'll get it tweaked where these are even. So Sean's gonna bring it on down. And we got a left and a right. We're gonna take them over. So we got about 100 and 108 degrees on the left. And 111. Let's double check this one. Oh wait. So 108 and 111, so we're about 3 degrees off. All right, so we're working on dialing in the left and right bend angles, and you can see those don't line up. Those, I made a correction and went the wrong way with it, way overcorrected. And we got it back a little bit in the right direction here. This one getting really close, and then here's where we ended up at. All right, we made the last bend. We're about 2 degrees off on getting our overall 90 set. So Sean's gonna dial us in here on this last one, and we'll measure it and see what we get. All right, so you can see those are where we started open, and then this one we went a little too far in our correction and got it closed. And this one should be like really close to 90, but we're about to check it and see. Maybe just a tick over bend. So now we're going to check the accuracy of the back gauge. We've got it set up for the x-axis is the back gauge depth. So we got it at 2 inches and butted up against it. All right, let's spin it.
Should be 2.
So we're pretty close there. Depends on where you're measuring it from, inside or outside.
Inside's dead nuts too.
All right, snug it down. Just a tiny bit. We probably needed another. All right, so hopped over here on Sean's computer and modeled up some dies in Fusion 360. His machine, his press brake came with, the quick change lower die. The good thing about this is it's really quick to make a tool change. The bad thing about it is you only get a chance for either a double V opening, and if you go double V, you're limited on the size of it, and you can only bend on one side with the quick change style. So he's gonna figure out, over time what tooling he needs, but for today, we're just making him up some little dies, and we're about to cut. This is a 1 inch opening so that we can bend 1/8 inch, and then we're about to cut 2 inch opening so we can bend 1/4 inch. So here we go. Sean's over there cutting the rest of them. I'm just going to show you the cut quality on this. See the inside of the holes. Did a really nice inside cut, nice fit up. Just some hot rolled A36. She's a hair open.
Not bad though.
We got
99.
So we got 99 degrees there. All right. So we'll bend to another one. Change your correction to -9. Try another one. Much.
Oh,
we overcorrected a little bit there. We're just actually less than a degree off. So we need to back it down a tiny bit. Instead of -9, we can just put -8, and that should get it really close. You can fine tune it from there if you want. Might be slightly still closed a tiny bit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You putting that snake eye on it?
Yeah.
The side eye? Oh, just a hair open, half a degree open, so we can fine tune it. And so now we got a -8.5 focus or correction. Laser on the brain.
Here we go.
Oh, that's got to be money right there.
Looks good.
Oh, 0.2 degrees off, 0.1 degree.
I think we're good.
Send it.
Send it.
So we got the 2-inch opening that we made and 1/4-inch material on there now, compared to the 1/8 inch that we were doing a second ago.
Two rules.
And like before, we underbend it. You know, everything's underbent by, maybe 5 degrees or so. All right, so we made a correction, bending another one. Oh man, it's gonna be real close.
Oh.
Yep. So here's a 1/2-inch hot rolled steel plate job that Sean had while I was there. And as I mentioned earlier, he's had his laser for a couple of months. And so while I was there, we tweaked the parameters a little bit. I mean, it was pretty well working pretty good. Some of the pierce parameters needed a little bit of help. And, when you're dialing in a new laser, some materials you may not spend that much time on during the install. So when you're getting ready to do production work, or in fact any production work, it's really good to go back and retune your parameters. And learning the skill of doing that is super critical. It's a must. You're going to be frustrated if you don't learn how to tweak and dial in the parameters, because 100% of lasers need that. And that's just the job of the operator. It's like, if you don't know how to do it, it's kind of like, I don't know how to do my job. So anyway, Sean's learning that. We showed him some things there, and you can see it's cutting pretty nicely here. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Just got back from New York. It's Saturday morning, and really enjoyed getting a chance to see Sean and spend some time with him. Really I wanted to capture some footage, just kind of sharing his story of going from a Wright CNC plasma table to his laser and press brake. What a step up. And I wanted to share that because I know a lot of guys want to make a move like that. And you can do it. It's just a matter of, you just got to commit to it. So I got machines in stock. I got one identical to Sean's sitting right here, brand new. And here's all the covers and stuff that go with it. And it is ready to go. It's a 240 volt 3-phase machine. And then I've got this little guy. This one's going up to Colorado. It's sold. It's the same setup as that one, but just smaller. And then I got these. The last video you saw one of these getting installed. So there's 2 of them here. I think one of them is going to be sold tomorrow or Monday. And but yeah, send me an email if you want information. 62,500 delivered, 8-foot, 143 ton. and this is 8 foot, 120 ton, and this is a lot simpler, very basic controller. This is like 42,000 delivered for that one.